Hey guys, Matt here. Well, I got a review for you guys today. I want to do a review on the Bravo Concealment RTT holster. Now this is a holster I picked up a few months ago. You can see I've got it right here. I've been doing everything I can with this holster to try and test it out. I've been wearing it around the house. I've been taking it to the range. I've been using it for concealed carry. And I gotta say I'm impressed. I am traditionally not a Kydex guy. I traditionally like leather holsters. And for concealed carry, I traditionally like inside the waistband. I've never really found a good outside the waistband holster that conceals the way I want with the types of clothes I wear, because I do live in South Texas, so it's a lot of shorts and t-shirts and things like that. So generally speaking, very hard to conceal an outside the waistband holster. But with most summer clothes I've been wearing lately, with shorts and like just a button-up short sleeve shirt or just a big t-shirt or something like that, this holster has been very easy to conceal even a full-size Glock 17, which I've been very impressed with. This holster has single-handedly changed my views on using outside the waistband holsters for concealed carry. Because of this holster, I have decided to start looking for concealed carry outside the waistband holsters for many of my other firearms, specifically Kydex holsters like this, because I really have kind of fell in love with this. It's very well made, and I gotta say, Bravo Concealment as a company really impressed me, because when I went to place my order for this holster, there was a lot of communication back and forth. They were asking every question they could possibly ask to make sure I got the holster I wanted. What color did I want? What cant did I want? Was I running a light or anything on it that they would go and make sure that it fit exactly that light or laser? Did I have a threaded barrel or no? I mean, it was very a lot of personal attention to detail when it came to these holsters. I was really impressed with them as a company, so I just kind of wanted to let you guys know that. The holster itself is extremely well made. I'm going to go ahead and do a tabletop here in just a second. You guys can get a close-up look at the holster, but very well made, very easy to holster and unholster. It's a fantastic holster. It sits tight to the body. I absolutely love it. So let's go ahead and take a look, a little bit closer tabletop review of it, and tell you guys some more about what I think about it. Alright guys, so here we are at the fuzzy camo review table, and give you a nice up close look at this holster. Hopefully guys you can see it pretty well. One of the first things I noticed about this holster was how well finished and polished even all the edges of the Kydex were. Okay, very well finished, no sharp edges whatsoever. Very, very well done. The next thing I noticed right off the bat was the thickness of the belt loops here. If you've had Kydex holsters before, you probably know that one of the first things you tend to have a problem with on a Kydex holster is when you've got a belt really putting a lot of tension on this, you're keeping it up close to the body. One of the first things that snaps is your belt loops, and the reason is because most companies use either the same thickness for the belt loops as they do the holster, sometimes even a little bit thinner thickness than they use on the holster. What Bravo did was basically use double the thickness of Kydex for the loops as they do for the actual holster itself to solve that problem. It's a really good idea. Another really cool feature, which I know a lot of other Kydex holsters have this, but it's fully adjustable, so you can ride the loops up high, ride them down low for a little bit more concealment. You can ride one up and one down this way, so you've got a cant, one up this way, so you got a backwards cant. So pretty standard options there, but all very nice features to have on a holster like this. On this one we've got a half sweat guard here and a combat cut, which is awesome. The combat cut really makes a lot of difference for me when it comes to getting that finger in there and getting a good grip on the gun before you pull it out. Another cool feature, and this doesn't really have anything to do with the holster itself, just the fact that it was for a Glock, is that I can use this one holster for pretty much any 9mm or 40 caliber Glock that I want. As long as it's not any of the long slide stuff. So as long as it's not any longer than the Glock 17, I can use this holster for all those Glocks. This holster is the RTT. I believe it runs for $69.99, which is right on par with all the other manufacturers out there as far as these high-end quality Kydex holsters. In fact, a lot of them are even higher than that. I think most of their holsters run between $69 and $79. That's going to depend on which model you get, whether or not you have it set up with a light or anything like that, or a laser. But for the most part, pretty much 69 to 79 bucks, which is a really good price for something this quality. I think it's better quality than a lot of the stuff I've seen for, you know, $89, $99 out there that I've tried out before. One thing I will recommend if you are looking for a Kydex holster, get yourself a good belt, okay? A leather belt doesn't cut it. Leather stretches. You need yourself a good belt. This one's a 511 Tactical. Black Hawk makes them. Several other companies make nice tactical belts. Get yourself one of those for a holster like this. But anyway, that's it, guys, man. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm damn happy with this holster. It's a fantastic holster. I love it. It has changed my mind about using outside the waistband Kydex holsters for concealed carry. So I can definitely say it's a damn good holster. Anyway, that's it. Appreciate you guys watching. Questions, comments, send them my way. We'll talk to you later, guys. Thanks.